You're listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. The show that gives pastors and church leaders the clarity they need to protect their people, property, and ministry.
Welcome back to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. I'm your host, Ron Wadley with Insurance for Texans. We help church leaders find clarity, confidence, and coverage to protect their people and their purpose. Today, we're diving into a powerful but often overlooked option that could make all the difference for smaller churches trying to care for their staff wisely. Self-funded health insurance with stop-loss protection. If traditional health plans are out of reach for your church, this episode is for you. Ted had a problem. Leading his church in Abilene meant taking care of his small staff, who were dedicated people that helped run everything from Sunday services to community outreach. But when it came to providing health insurance, the numbers just didn't add up. Ted knew he couldn't afford the high premiums of a traditional health plan, yet doing nothing didn't sit right with him either. He began searching for a solution. Many smaller Texas churches face this exact challenge. Thankfully, there are many solutions designed for churches working within tight budgets. One of those options is a self-funded health plan with stop-loss protection. First, let's talk about what defines a self-funded health plan. It is exactly what it sounds like. Instead of paying high monthly premiums to an insurance company, your church pays for your employees' health care directly. It gives your church lower monthly costs and total control over how your benefits are structured. In a traditional plan, you are paying a premium each month, whether or not your staff uses the insurance. With self-funding, you're only paying for the care your staff actually needs. You decide what's covered, who it's for, and how it fits your ministry's unique situation. That flexibility can lead to major savings in a plan that truly serves your people. Okay, now I know what you are thinking. What if someone on staff gets really sick or has a big surgery? That's a fair question. And that's exactly where stop-loss protection comes in. Stop-loss insurance is your financial safety net. It protects your church from catastrophic claims that would otherwise break the bank. Here's how it works. Let's say one of your staff members needs surgery that costs $35,000. If your stop-loss limit is $20,000, your church would only pay that first $20,000. The stop-loss insurance would cover the remaining $15,000. This gives you the peace of mind of traditional insurance for large, unexpected claims without paying sky-high monthly premiums. Here's what the process looks like when a church explores self-funding. First, there's an underwriting process. The insurance company evaluates the health of your staff and your church size to determine terms and rates. Next, your plan is customized. You choose the coverage levels and stop-loss limits that make sense for your team. Finally, you gain ongoing visibility and control over healthcare spending, which helps you plan and budget more effectively. It's important to note that self-funded plans aren't right for every church. If you have a small team with significant pre-existing conditions, or if your staff changes often, traditional plans or hybrid options may be a better fit. That's why working with a trusted, independent advisor who understands both church life and insurance strategy is so critical. Self-funded health insurance can be a win-win for churches and staff alike because the church saves money on premiums and gains flexibility. At Insurance for Texans, we specialize in helping churches think differently about protection. Our team understands the financial realities of Texas churches, and we know how to guide you through different options. If you are ready to take action, now is the time to explore those options. Visit insurancefortexans.com to start a conversation with our church insurance team. And if you haven't yet picked up your copy of The Promise of Certainty, I encourage you to do that today. It's our guide to helping church leaders make confident insurance decisions that are rooted in faith and good stewardship. Get your copy at thepromiseofcertainty.com. I'm Ron Wadley, and this has been Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. Until next time, remember, Good stewardship isn't always about spending less. It's about protecting wisely, planning faithfully, and caring deeply for the people who make your ministry possible.
Thanks for listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance. Until next time, remember, insurance isn't just about policies. It's about safeguarding the mission God has called you to lead.